And welcome to the latest episode of New Londinium 1910, which is my Let's Build series for New Londinium, which is essentially a steampunk world where we are going to build this large steampunk city. But before we can build a large steampunk city, I'm going to need some infrastructure in place so that I have a storage for all those blocks and facilities for processing the necessary materials and blocks. And that's what this manor house is, which is located on what will eventually be the periphery of the city. Now, we've been working on the manor house for a while, and I think we're at a point now where I just need to get serious about getting this house in order so that we can press forward. So that's what I'm gonna do. Today I'm gonna basically clean the place up. We need to put, now that we have storage fully built for the manor house, we need to start moving stuff to storage. We need to start setting up the processing workstations and platforms down in the workshop. We need to start building out the interior spaces of the manor house, including the basements and here. That includes building a kitchen and a proper bedroom and moving the enchanting apparatus to someplace more appropriate. So there's still a lot of work to happen here, and I just need to do it. I mean, I've been living out of my backpack for the most part for a long time, and that's wearing thin. So we need to go further, faster, farther. So that's what we're doing. Now, there's an advantage to that in that since I've been just living out of a few chests and kind of that worked for a while, but with the number of mods I have, we had a pretty diverse set of different materials, and the storage got overwhelmed and messy, and designated spaces got filled with other stuff. So that's part of what's fueling us. Also, it reminded me that my current backpack could be a whole lot more effective if I just started upgrading, as I did, I think I did in Greifenhorst. So what I'm doing now, the backpack I'm using is from Sophisticated Backpacks, and I'm trying to find some string. I know I've been making string, and that should have made wool. I know I used all my wool for the windmill, but I could have swore I made some string since then. I guess I can go make some. But hold on. This is wool. I think I can get string out of this. Yep. Okay, we're back on. So I'm going to need some iron for this. Unfortunately, I don't have enough iron to make the iron level of the upgrade, but they take to make the upgrade template. I add these pieces like so. That gives me a blank template. Now for the upgrades for this backpack, that gives me the copper level, and the iron one is basically the same thing but uses only 4 blocks of iron. And what these do is these allow me to basically enables me to store multiple stacks within each inventory block in the backpack. So I believe the copper just enables me to hold 1.5 stacks. So that would be 64 plus 32 would be 96. And the iron, I think, doubles it to 128, and then it starts getting crazy from there. So we just grabbed all of our composting bits, and we're going to move those down here. So I need a place to put them. But this is an efficient axe. That's it chops fast. So let's try to get this barrel standing up, kind of like, you know, a barrel that holds stuff, you know, that you pour stuff into it. And then we'll add the hopper to the side of it, and then we'll put the composter on top of that. Seriously? And then we can fill the composter with this. It's gonna get crowded up here with the rafters and stuff. No, I need to put a hopper between those two. And did it go in there? Nope. There it is. Okay. Okay. So let's put the barrel all the way up, and then put the hopper in between. That works. And now we can start throwing stuff in the hopper. I'll throw some of this bark in there. And that's off and running. Okay. One machine transferred, a zillion to go. So let's grab some of these seeds and natural bits. And let's figure out if we need to designate storage for these or if we already have storage. I got 2 full stacks of grass seeds. So I'm going to take 1 stack and put it in there to be distributed to the appropriate drawer, and I'll take the other stack and throw it here into the composter. Okay, and there are our seeds. Now I put the grain seeds over here. So the seeds that I've been putting away have been seeds that I'm already actively growing stuff. What I think I'd like to do is put a barrel out here and start adding to it seeds and plants that we haven't yet started growing, right? So that when I need to I make some new fields or spaces in the garden, I know one place to stop and pick up new items to start farming, and then we'll move them to regular storage. I didn't realize I had so many items already that need. Oh, I got poppies. I'm growing poppies. And in fact, I already have spaces designated for those. So there you go. Poppy seeds. Amaranth seeds, huh? I'm going to leave one in there as a placeholder, but I'm not growing amaranth yet. So we'll put that in there. And the pink daffodil's not a seed, but I need to make seeds so we can grow those. And this wild ribwort, maybe I can grow that somehow. We'll check that out. Okay. So everything got put away. Let's see. So bark and straw. And then we got some seeds and a carrot. I'm pretty sure... I don't know why I had a single carrot floating around out there. Let's see what gets... Okay, I didn't have a place for these. So these are a fruit seed though. Grain seeds, flower seeds. And there's going to be a lot of flower seeds. I'm not sure where to put this. I'm just going to plop it here for now. Yeah. And we'll just play it by ear as our seed bank here starts to fill up. But the bark and the straw, these are crafting items, really. And I think I'll start setting up crafting items over here. And then, let's see what else. And then we can just throw all this stuff in here, and it will go to where it's supposed to go. Okay, let's grab some of these blocks. And then just grab whatever else I happen to have, and we'll figure out how to classify it. Okay, I know I have a place for cobblestone and dirt and the deep slate. I caught deep slate cobble. I'm not sure about the others, so we'll find out in a second. Meanwhile, I got a bunch of stripped spruce that I can use to complete the rafters here. And we'll need to fill up the ceiling space because, you know, in some cases it's spruce planks, which isn't bad. And in this case, like right here, it's dirt, which is bad. So we want to fill that with slabs and panels from, well, the slabs and panels come from Londinium ornamentum, but the patterns, those textures are going to come from the chip mod. I'm just not entirely sure that chip mod blocks are enabled to use in the architect table from Londinium ornamentum, but if they're not, then there's nothing I can do about it in this episode. But by next episode, I'll go ahead and add the right tags to those blocks so that we can in fact use them with Londinium ornamentum. Okay, I think that's all the rafters. Okay. I didn't realize I left a crafting table down here. Okay, we definitely got all the rafters done on both levels of the basement, so that's good. Let's grab some of these tools to take downstairs. And we will try crafting the bits that we need to flesh out the ceiling in a attractive and interesting manner. Because that's a big chunk of what we're all about here. Any bozo can make a box in Minecraft. Takes a special kind of bozo to make an interesting box, and I'm just the guy to do it, I think. I need something that isn't too directional, right? Some of these very much have a direction to them. I want something that can stand on its own or combination of others. This laced dark oak planks is pretty cool. I like that. And let's see if we can work them with Londinium ornamentum, and the answer is no. I can't get them in there. So I'll have to go in and monkey around with the tags. That's not a problem, but that, you know, we'll fill in the space in between these rafters so they'll look cooler, more interesting. Let's kind of move things around here so that, there we go, it gets to the other bits sooner rather than later. I guess there's no hopper, so there must be a hopper because of how slow it's working. But if it was a hopper, then it wouldn't take just the first item in line. It would actually take all the items of the current type until there weren't any. And then it would take the next first item in line. Okay, well, we'll find out which of these need a home in a minute. They'll just get plopped unceremoniously right there by the drop-off bin. But we can take these wholesale. So this first one in my hands. This is dirt's all the way down. Soils is what we're looking for. I got dirts, clays, sands. They're all here. So I think this first one's gravel. And the next one is, yep, okay, sand. Got the clay here already. Making progress, getting things organized. Huh, okay, netherrack, obsidian, and rich dirt, and then a few blanks. So it's nice, we got that corner cleaned up. I don't know which of these is which, so we'll drop them here and then pick them up one at a time. Okay, so let's do this. Take those three, starting with obsidian. No, we only need two of them because one's dirt. So this one's netherrack. This one's obsidian. And then we have the rich dirt, which will go over here with the soils. Okay. Nice and predictable. You can see that we're getting stuff kind of tossed out here because I don't have a place for it in the current storage system. So it grabs the closest drawers or containers that are available. Put the stone bricks with stone and cobblestone. And we'll put the tuff over here. So over here in our stone section. A little bit further out, I think. This is really far out. Actually, I'm thinking I don't want to dedicate drawers to these. These are items I would rarely, if ever, make myself. Maybe I'll just keep them until I get a crushing wheels set up, and then I can crush them back into quartz or something. But to do that, I need to set up a container someplace. These things need a permanent home. All crafting materials. I need to probably set up a container where I can dump these blocks that I don't plan to use so that they can be recycled at some point in the future. This is crafting stuff, so we'll just expand it right here. The web and the chain aren't really crafting stuff, nor is the gates. They're more like furniture or hardware. So let's go stick that stuff over here around the corner. But on the next level down. This is kind of like where building materials live. So these are building materials of a kind. Yeah, I'm gonna need if you smell something's burning, it's my head. It's my brain just on overdrive here. I'm gonna need to figure out a way to like buffer incoming stuff that I don't want to store long term. Meanwhile, while I'm thinking about that, I will go ahead and grab this stuff to move down to the workshop. Looks like it's almost nighttime. The botany bench is for soils and plants. All the way down. So I can put my furnaces like this. Blast furnace in the middle. We can fuel these up. And then we can stick crafting table kind of out here in the open, easy to get to. And then the botany bench can go here. What else I got? I got the grinding wheel. So grinding wheel's gonna go next to the anvil. I don't have an anvil, but when I do, it'll go over there too. Guess I probably don't need to worry about the anvil so much as I have the enchantment infuser. Here, let's change some of these back into planks. Change more of them back into planks so that I can make a cutting board. Oh, I need 4 planks. Okay. I can do that. Let me cut 2 out of the stack. Make them into planks. Now I can make a cutting board. I don't know why a thin cutting board takes 4 planks, which is essentially the same as a log. It's like a Bugs Bunny cartoon where they had a log and he ground the entire log. It's a tree trunk really is what it was, down to a single toothpick. Okay. Oh boy, this is a mess. So let's try to grab the crafting bits or blocks I already have. So let's put, these are things that I can grow that I'm not growing yet, and this will be my miscellaneous block box. Try seeing that 5 times fast. We got some more stuff we can do things with. Group all the processing tools near each other. Plus we still got to save space for mechanized tools, stamps, mixers, washers. I think an automated smelter should probably go outside, especially since this building's almost completely made of wood. Wood and dirt. Not wooden dirt, but wood and dirt. Wooden dirt, I guess, is really sawdust. We got a smoker up here, which is good. That will stay here. Let's just grab this stuff. Oh boy. What a mess. Okay, let's get her done. The first organization is always the hardest. The first floor isn't always the right one, but the first time we get all this stuff organized is the most painful bit. Once we find a place for this initial wave, then it's pretty easy. Keep my basalts grouped together. Smooth basalt and basalt. Crying obsidian should go near obsidian, so we'll push the black stone over. And then what's this weird stuff? And more weird stuff. Oh, that's not weird. Magma blocks are pretty straightforward. Shale. What the shale is that? Then we can take all these shale chunks and make blocks out of them, apparently. You don't have to worry, these are pretty inexpensive blocks to get because you can always find them on shale. Sorry. I had the shot, so I took it. Oh. Okay, let's see. Ash is a crafting material. That's a piece of furnishing or hardware. These blocks can go here. Okay, and then the windows. I will get used to it sooner or later. Probably later, but I will get used to it. Oh yes. Oh yes. What else we got? Okay, we can grab the container while we're at it. Yeah, just give it to me. Oh, I didn't mean to do it. No, okay, we can work with this. Just dump it all into the backpack. Well, if we're gonna do that, in for a penny, in for a pound, I say. Okay. Oh. Look at that. Cleared this room out. We still have our metals and gems and other smeltables, but we'll deal with that soon. When will then be now? Soon. I did it again. No, we can drop craftable stuff here. So that's a craft ingredient. That's a crafting ingredient. These are crafting ingredients. Wool is a crafting ingredient. Mud. Let's see what else we got. Any more crafting ingredients? Yeah, we got some. So, flint, little hides, big hides, dyes, gunpowder, bricks. books. Okay. Let's see about blocks and hardware. Okay, so we've got beds. Hold it. What? It says purple. I guess we're looking at the bottom of the bed. Okay. Okay. So, red beds. How about white beds? Yes, it's easy to tell them apart from the bottom. We have doors. We have ladders. More ladders, some bars, flower pots. Let's see what else. Banners. What? Okay, so the banner, we're looking at the back of the banner. A little bizarre. Yeah, okay. Iron bars. What else? Chests. And barrels. So I see the barrel's normal, but I only see the back of a chest. And same with spruce chest. Okay. A little strange. I don't know how I wound up getting 3 brewing stands. Brewing is more of a upstairs function, I think. But I think cauldron is useful down here, maybe. What is this? Oh, there's a slimy version and a non-slimy version. Achoria. Scorchia. Mud. Yeah, okay, mud goes over here with the soils. Sunstone. This is a natural block, so it should go upstairs someplace. I mean, eventually we'll find things like grasses and ferns and stuff, and they'll gotta go someplace, so let's just put these non-flower, non-edible plants over there. A skull is a crafting item. Except it shows the back of the skull. Okay. Okay. So I'm up here, so we can add the brewing stand up here. That gives me 2 spares. Because, you know, in case one breaks, like they do, you know. You hate to be, you know, brewing your water breathing potion and snap. The check engine light comes on and, oh, there you are. So I'll go ahead and add create components over here too. So it's workstation and automation tools. Glass, though, is more of a generic building block that we make from sand. So I guess we'll park it over here by the sand. These upgrade templates and these eyes. The eyes are crafting material. I don't know how I want to classify template upgrades or upgrade templates. So these blocks will come in useful. We still have to do some work in the attic to add dormers and such. Plus the dirt brick blocks will be useful when we build shelters for our animals out in those pens that we created last episode. And let's go ahead and pick a room for the bedroom. We're not going to set a bedroom up just yet, but this would be really big for a bedroom, so we'll just kind of pick 1/2. How about that? Or 1/4. Every time I see the windmill turn, it makes me think something's out there. I mean, something is out there, the windmill, but this is our attic space. We'll be adding dormers. Once I think that through, but we can use some of these blocks I have, I think, to basically set up, because it's just kind of weird to have this hole in a floor, right? We want to set up these walls, have this come up through the floor like it does on the other floors. I don't have enough blocks, but we'll use up the ones we got. Just trying to lessen the impact on my storage system. These brick blocks, dirt brick blocks, framed dirt brick blocks, I want to keep and put over here. These aren't blocks to be recycled. These are blocks to be used. I just don't have a direct need for them right now. These dirt brick blocks will be useful when we build shelters for the animals in the pens that we created last episode. So that's why I separated them, made a separate space for them. I think we're just about there. The stuff I have here is all immediately useful tool type stuff. Let's make these in the blocks and put the blocks away. Handles can go over here. Hand crank can go over here with the crate stuff. Fences can go with the gates. And let's move the iron bars over a little. Templates and saddle are kind of like weird items to classify. And while we're at it, I had a bow. Where'd I put the bow? Here's the bow. And, it was, you know, I do have a gun mod chosen. I grabbed Mr. Crayfish's gun mod, but as you can see, I'm running low on things like iron and stuff, so we're going to be shooting bows for a little bit. Decreases the amount of time needed to fully draw a bow. Okay, well now my bow has packed quite a punch, which is not to be confused with punch. Hunter's bounty provides additional drops from slain animals. 3 arrows are fired in an arc. Only 1 arrow is consumed. That's kind of cool. Punch. Knockback. Let's go with volley. I got volley 1. Flame. Let's go with the quick draw. No, let's go flame. And quick draw. Oh, you can go more than 1 quick draw. That's all I got experience levels for. But look, I can still edit it, so okay. We can add more when we get a few more experience levels. Good. I guess I'm gonna have to go out and find me some chickens to put into the pen there, because we're gonna need feathers to make arrows. We're off to a good start as far as flint goes. Usually don't have a problem. Flint. And this is kind of like my gearbox. Weird bits going here. This is like the stuff I would carry with me on a trip. Extra armor, stuff like that. Okay, and these templates and the beehive. They can come down here. Oh, is it 1 level up? It's 1 level up. No, it's 1 level down. I need to put like a directory. You are here in my own house. I can put these here. Yeah, put the templates in there. Okay. Now, the next step is the kitchen area, and we need to do something with all this stuff. Oh boy. Now, eventually we'll have compacting drawers. So you would use 1 drawer for the ore, and then 1 drawer for the refined material. We're not there yet, so I can't automatically switch back up and down between various forms of the ore. And you saw the sheer number of items, the different types of items I have in there. That's a lot of individual drawers. So I like this the dual chest plan we've been using. We'll just rebuild it down here, and yeah, that means it's going to be kind of a pain in the butt to drop off new materials, because I can't just throw it into the input cabinet. I'm going to have to actually hand carry it to wherever it needs to go, which is here for now. This will get better. I mean, we're already light years ahead of where we were previous episode even, so let's move these over and get the rest of it. Andesite alloy's got to go in here someplace. Okay. So my backpack's pretty clear. My inventory's pretty clear. The room we've been using as a workshop and storage is pretty clear. Then I got a crafting table, which will stay up here, and I got a smoker, which will stay up here. We just got to move it. So let's see. We've got Farmer's Delight has some of the main items I need. So stove. Yep, we're gonna need stoves. Multiple stoves, actually. But I'm gonna need 3 iron each. I'm gonna need bricks. I'm gonna need campfires. Okay. Okay. We can do that. I don't have a lot of iron, but I have enough for that. So let's get down there. We'll get some clay. We'll get some iron. We're gonna have to fire the clay. So I said there was 4 per stove, right? So I need 12. Whoops. Okay, put it in a regular furnace then. And I need campfires. I need 3 campfires. So, okay, log, sticks, and coal or charcoal. We can do that. Whoa, where'd it go? Oh, I should have held down shift. Okay, here, let me just do this real fast. Okay. So I got 3 fires. I got the 9. I just need fired bricks. Oh. It's not... Yeah, it's not fired bricks. It's brick blocks. So instead of 12, I need 4 times 12. So that's 36, is it? Oh, that's... No, 4 times 12 is 48. Hold on. It's 20 plus... That's 36. No, I need... Oh gosh, it's... So... I need 12 more? 38 plus 10, yes. 48 is what I need. Not enough bricks to finish one. So while that's cooking... We can... Hold on. I'm gonna need a cauldron. I mean, so in a kitchen, you're gonna need some type of basin to hold water. Now, I'm kind of painting myself into a corner here because, except for the fireplace, all the walls I have here are a single block thick, and that's important because if I had double walls, I could actually put a stair piece right over the cauldron. I'm trying to figure out where to put this, and the stoves, and the cabinets, and everything else, and still be like useful working space. Man, that's my pet peeve at our house, is not enough counter space, and what I have is kind of in a weird place. So let's put this here, and then I'll need a cutting board. So the thing is you supplementaries mod gives you a faucet, and why the faucet's important is if I can put like the faucet on the back of a waterlogged stairs, then you can turn the faucet on and it'll fill the cauldron. And so essentially that is your infinite water, which is pretty awesome. The problem is that with all these single walls, I can't waterlog the stair block without it pouring all over the outside of the building. So in this, I mean, when you're deep underground, it's not a big deal. But we're here on the surface, so let me think through that one. I might have a solution at some point. Not at the moment, though. And these cabinets do use quite a bit of wood. It's the trapdoors that kill, right? For such a little door, it uses a huge amount of wood. Okay, so now I got 8 of these. Okay. So I've got 6 cabinets now. These are just basically inventory blocks. These ones in the corner will be blocked, right? And won't be able to get into, well, I guess I can open them from the top, but if you want to be realistic about it, you can't get to them because the front, where you would actually open the door, is blocked. Maybe that's where I should put the cutting board. I'll think about that. What are we doing on the brick front here? So that's a lot of bricks. That's enough to get 2 of the stoves done. Okay, let's go put these away. I get 2 because one of them will have the Farmer's Delight cooking pot on it all the time, right? So you won't be able to use it for other stuff, and the one you can use for other stuff. And then the third, I'm not entirely sure I need a third, but yeah, I'm gonna make a third. You never know. Oh yeah, I don't like those dark oak ladders. So let's put the smoker over here with the 3rd stove. And I need a new home for the crafting table. Right here. Cutting board. I need more cabinets to put up high. But with these stoves on, I don't need these lights here. Plus we'll get some more immersive lighting over here soon. But that's a pretty good start. It's a very good start. Let me go get that last, you know what I need? I need a table, right? Because in a good kitchen like this, I would have an island or a table that you could work on. So dark oak table. Got quite a few tables to choose from. Some of them look very cool. That's, well, it's kind of expensive. Oh, that's very nice. I just need 6 planks. I mean, it's probably need multiple tables. Hold it. Hold it. I need to use 6 planks. How? Constructing. So they have a constructor. Is that the name of the workstation? Mr. Crave. Oh, 22 pages, because I've got Mr. Crayfish refurbished furniture mod and Mr. Crayfish gun mod. Workbench sets for the gun mod. So I'm going to have to sift through this to find this. Toilets. You know, I should put a bathroom. If we're going to do this, I mean, I had to do that for Enshrouded, so I might as well do it here too. Some very nice looking blocks, but 22 pages. Oh my god. There's no, it doesn't show how to make this thing. Okay, so just keep going. Oh, they got sinks too. I wonder if the sinks are functional. We might have to experiment. The cinnamon desk looks cool. There it is. Workbench requires electricity. And a bunch of stuff. Including my only stone cutter. And a block of redstone. Ay caramba. That's a spicy meatball. Oh, I might have to just do a resource run. I mean, it's been a while, but oh boy. Okay, so that should be, let me see. If this was 2 and a fire in the bottom, then move these over here and then these across the top. Yep, I was right. I was right. Which kind of surprises me. A bunch of planks, couple slabs. Do I want it? You know what? I'm gonna have to go and make another stone cutter, which apparently is the floor above me. But to make the stone cutter, I'm gonna need a slab of stone. Oh, I don't know if I want to go to all that trouble right now. It is essentially the end of the episode, so let me think about this. If you were in the room, you'd hear gears clicking and smell wires burning. It's not the type of day that I should be thinking about this stuff. Oh, put a pin in that one. Put a pin in that one. Let's plop down. What is out there? Oh, there's a creeper. Okay. Oh, there was a skeleton or something? What is that? Oh, he must have dropped down the hillside. Some interesting bad guys out there. So we'll put some cabinets up along here. And we'll need to put in some mats and carpeting. And we'll need to build that table to put it here in the middle. And a dining table. All right, the first table would be for working. The second table would be for eating. Okay. And let's put this away. There we go. But I think that generally looks okay and is functional. So mission accomplished. So I got a lot of what I wanted to do today done, and I feel a lot better. I feel like it's a bit more under control now that my inventory is not overflowing and I don't have chests full of random stuff. You know, you have that one drawer in your kitchen that has all the weird stuff. Well, I had multiple chests of that, and now I don't. Now it's all sorted. So I feel better. I'll sleep better tonight, which is a weird statement in this context. But anyway, I had fun. I hope you had fun. I hope you found it interesting, and I hope you come back for more. But in the meanwhile, I hope this finds you and yours in good health, good spirits, and perhaps a touch of good fortune. Cheers.